Previously on Uranium Chef, the contestants found themselves battling with their ingredients in hopes of making the best dishes they could. But the arena proved to be a challenge in itself. While Scuba started a fight and ended up on the Promethean Chef's bad side, Macron wrestled with the ingredients while Zorby and Thunnus deliberated. Now, the contestants move into the fourth round and begin to create their dishes using an assortment of exotic ingredients today on Uranium Chef!
We start back up. The lights, they're on. We have the ambiance once again. The heat in the kitchen is really turning up. And when we're talking about heat in the kitchen, we can only mean one thing. The Promethean Chef's turn. Round 4.
Boo, Bobby Flay!
I can't even hear you over the sounds of my success. So we have the Promethean Chef over on his side of the kitchen arena with his bots running back and forth and back and forth. Once again, yelling obscenities and taunts in your general direction. You know, I can do this with my flamethrower tied behind my back. And
You're amazing. You're just a glorified grill.
Puts his flamethrower behind his back, and he is literally grilling a couple of things on the table.
It looks like you're fanning out your ass. That's amazing. I love you.
Can I get your autograph later?
I'll see you in the green room, but in a positive way.
So I got this autograph book simply because, I don't know, it seemed kind of like, it's almost like high school, right? You wanted everyone to write your name down in your book. I want us all to be friends and we can social media each other and everything. We can just be friends forever.
Obviously, he is finishing off a couple of plates. It looks like he may have finished one plate already. He's already got something. It's looking pretty dang good. You're not sure if it's finished, but there's definitely some kind of, looks like a ribs situation. Nice sauce on the side of it. It's clear that he's been definitely taking advantage of his time and is putting it to good use. So he is looking really good, way out ahead. Then we now move on to the first of our player turns this round. Zorby Baran.
Zorby
What would you like to do on this, the first move?
All right, last turn, I believe that I was prepping some Zalaxian super lettuce. That's right. That's great for my salad.
I have it written right here.
That's fantastic. And
coming up with names. God damn.
I had my razor fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess I'd like to start preparing my razor fans.
Okay.
Okay. So this is going to be a savory.
So you're going to make a savory dish. Mm-hmm. Okay. Savory razor fan dish. And that is that the key flavor of the razor fan?
Yes.
Yes, it is. So you're going to be working with the flavor.
I'm working with the flavor. Mm-hmm.
So you're not, this isn't prepping. You're prepping your main aspect. Okay.
Yes.
Got it. What's the dish going to be?
So this is a razor fan roast.
A razor fan roast. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'm going to baste it.
Okay.
Okay. And I'm going to season it.
Okay.
I'm going to rub it with tender loving care.
What kind? With tender loving care.
With tentacles, loving care. Eight of them.
What kind of spices? Do you have some names for these spices or anything like that?
I do.
Or the Zarlaxian stuff.
I do. I have no. It's not Zarlaxian.
No, sure.
Okay.
Of course.
This is actually.
You're not a one-trick octopus.
No, this is actually Zardosian.
Zardosian.
Zardosian brown dust.
Zardosian brown dust. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And also a little bit of Mediterranean sea salt, actually, which is from the planet Mediterranodon.
Mediterranean. Okay, gotcha.
You thought it was from that other place that nobody's ever heard of.
Right.
It's not.
Mediterranodon. Sea salt. Oh, I love it.
So, yeah, and, I'm just really going to just rub it, massage it.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So, you're preparing this savory razor fan roast. Okay, so this is savory, and you are...
Also, I kissed it for good luck.
Okay.
Gross germs.
It's going to cook. All right?
So because...
At 165 degrees, it'll be fine.
Because you're preparing a main aspect, and you're working with the flavor of the main aspect.
Oh, yeah.
What is the challenge level that you would like to set for yourself?
I'm going to go with a 4.
You're going to go with a 4. You're going to aim for a total of a 4. You have a 3 on there, so you need to roll at least a 1, or you can use a fate point.
Actually, you know what?
As long as you don't get too many negatives.
That's that. I'm going to do a 5.
Okay.
I'm going to up it. All right. Because I'm inspired by Bobby Flamebot over there.
Yep. Going for a 5.
All right. 5.
Go for 5. Go for 5.
I got it. I got a
You
5.
got it.
I got exactly 5.
All right, so we
Good
have
job, buddy.
Zorbabor,
Bam.
a savory,
Which dish was that?
That was the razor
savory
roast.
razor fat roast. Chef Coco Ramsay.
So she was working on honey sauce, but unfortunately, last time I remember, she got tripped up something happened to the honey sauce, and she has to redo it all.
She's got to redo it. You
Yeah.
spilled something all over it, I think. Something happened that you got in a
I
fight.
tried to put the crab in the bucket, and
Yes.
it didn't work.
Yes, it was startled. I forget exactly what happened, but
I still have it.
startled.
I have it.
You still have it. You held on to it. It
Yeah.
ruined Coco's
So-
thing. So what would you like Coco to
I
do?
would like Coco to make a nice honey sauce to go with my gator fritters.
Okay, so she's going to make another honey sauce to go along with your gator fritters. So the next up will be you, Scuba.
Okay, I want to get...
Who are you again?
Scuba.
Huh.
Scuba.
Okay.
I'm Scuba.
Let me roll for recognition.
Oh, thank you. Do I have to beat
I
it?
don't know who you are.
Okay, so for my turn, I'm gonna get this goddamn crab in the pot.
You're going to get this crab
I
in the
need to
pot.
prep this stupid crab.
Okay. So the crab is clearly a little startled. It's aware of what you're trying to do to it now.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a little more difficult to get it in the pot than it was the first time.
May I use a fate point?
You can absolutely use a fate point if you need to. I would
Because
strongly suggest you wait to use the fate point until you have to use the fate
Okay.
point. So like roll for it, and if you fail, use the fate point. To
Oh,
get the
I could
extra
do
points.
that.
Yes.
I thought
Yeah.
you had to declare it first,
No.
then roll.
No.
Okay. Because I would like to get this goddamn crab in the pot and not waste another turn.
Sounds like a good plan.
Jasmine, I would like to see you fail.
So
Because
I
it's
would
hilarious.
like to see you
how
get in trouble with Macron again.
how are you going to get this crab in the pot? What are you going to do?
Well, I have the crab, obviously. I want to...
Which of your stats will you be using, and in what way will you be getting into that pot?
I can't do it forcefully. I think I'm going to... Again, I'm just going to be careful.
Careful, okay?
Because apparently I wasn't careful enough last time.
All right.
Come on! Can I use my fate point?
You can
please?
use a fate point, yes. You want to use a fate point?
I want to get this goddamn
Okay.
crab in the pot.
All right, the crab is in the pot.
Thank you.
You use a fate point, the crab is in the pot.
Is that my entire turn putting it in the goddamn pot? Can I get some other things started as well?
That's your turn.
Oh my goodness, Jasmine, I'm so sorry.
No, you can, if you want to, you can get like ingredients and stuff.
I want to get
Yeah.
ingredients.
Okay. What are you going to get?
So I'm going to get ingredients.
It's a tricky crab.
It was.
It's such a tricky...
It's a smart crab.
Here's the thing. It's because you failed the first time that the crab was harder to get in the pot because it knew what you were doing.
It
that time.
learned from your
Yeah.
mistakes.
It was aware.
I want to get ingredients for the soup I'm going to turn it into.
You're going to be making a soup.
I'm
Okay. So you're making a
soup.
crab soup.
It's
okay.
a bisque, basically. So it's
All right,
going to be
crab
nice and
bisque, okay.
creamy. So I'm getting some space cream.
Space cream.
Space cream. I'm getting some spices so I can give it a little bit of kick.
Okay.
Yep. I'm also getting lots of flour because I have intentions to use the flour a little bit in the soup and a little bit for something else.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you got your space cream, your spices. Space cream.
I don't know. Like, I am not as well. I'm not as creative as Zorbor here. He's been in space a lot longer than I have.
I will tell you this, and this is, for everybody out there. There is a page in the Uranium Chef handbook that is all about how to name things space sounding.
Oh.
It's got a whole bunch of different random words, and it's like, add this prefix to that suffix, and I swear, you're naturally picking up on it. Zarlaxian and Mediterranodon, that's definitely on that list.
Nice.
Anyway.
Can we use the Gentleman Broncos naming scheme?
Okay, sure.
I want some. I need some heavy creaminess.
Creminous.
Heavy creaminess.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a very heavy cream.
What else?
I'm gonna get some.
What kind of spices? What kind of spices are you gonna get?
Papricone.
Paprikonis.
Paprikonis. It's
I like it.
paprika.
All right,
I like it.
paprikonis.
Yeah.
Got a little bit of
Paprikonis.
paprikonis.
Yeah.
Okay.
And every time you sprinkle some on there, you go, ooh.
You go. Yeah, I don't know my way around all these ingredients. I know what they taste like. I just don't know what they're called. I don't have years of experience like Zorby does being a space alien. So I don't know what that fruit's called, but I know it tastes good.
Macron, you've put him on the duty of making gator wine cakes. It's his turn now.
Yes. So what?
So last time you were having him, I believe, get all the stuff and prep for it.
Right.
So he doesn't necessarily have to make it. If you want one of you guys to make it, it's basically like ready to be made.
No, because I think
or you can make him do it.
I believe he had a natural affinity towards the flavor profile that we wanted him to right?
Let's see.
I believe so. Yeah, because we asked about it, and the alligator was bitter.
Right.
And we asked, "How you doing with bitter, boy?" And he said, "Pretty dang good."
I'm a bitter boy.
Who's a bitter boy? All right.
Okay, so yes, I'd like him to handle
Okay.
finishing up his dish. So
wanna roll for it?
Does a 4 total sound
4
good?
sounds good to me.
Okay, go for
We're
it.
rolling for a 4. Oh my goodness, we should have aimed higher.
Yeah.
That's a 0, so that's a watch right there, but we got a
Definitely got your
+2.
4. You definitely got your 4.
All right.
All right. So one of your
Rick's
next,
hot today, y'all.
Hot!
Totally different from last time.
Daddy's on a hot streak.
He took Thunnus's die.
I hope not.
Let's see how you roll,
So-
Thunnus. Fingers crossed. Well, tentacles crossed.
We're gonna call those Gator wine cakes. Do you have a fancier name for them? Do you have any more descriptors you want to apply to the Gator wine cakes?
They were wine braised, right?
They were wine braised.
Wine braised.
I'm gonna say a Darlathian wine braised alligator cakes.
Ooh, Darlathian. I like that. How do you spell that?
DARLAPH.
I knew it. Darlathian
I am
alligator.
jealous. I'm just gonna sit here and be jealous. This unique.
You can have some
theme.
when we're done.
Please.
+4.
Can
Okay.
I turn to you and be like, can you name this for me?
I liked your peppercornis.
Peppercornis. Yeah.
Peppercornis.
That sounds like a spell. In
I was
Harry
gonna
Potter.
say it sounds like a Harry Potter spell
Yeah.
where you season a
Dude.
food. Peppercornis.
Conus, and then a little.
I'm all out of
salt-
pepper. Well, guess what? Peppercornis, baby.
You know, there's like a little think of this like a pepper shaker. It's just like
Yep.
floating.
It's pronounced peppercorn. No.
Oh, get out of here.
Okay, so you guys dictate to Macron, make us some of them sweet Darlathian, or you say, make me some alligator wine cakes. Right?
I do. I say please and thank you.
Macron turns to you with a look in his eye, as if you've spoken to his soul, and he's like, "Oh, I can make that."
Yes, I knew it, buddy.
And he grabs a bottle of wine, pops the cork, drinks half the bottle first.
Of course.
Then pours it into this breaded mixture, right? And he's kind of bouncing the pieces of alligator back and forth. Almost looks like he's juggling, like he's putting on like a little show for you, right? And then throws them up 1, 2, 3. And just like when y'all were playing the, what do you call that
Beer pong?
game? Beer pong.
Yep.
They fly perfectly into the pan and sear wonderfully.
This guy's incredible. I should have never doubted you.
I think I'm starting to understand Macron a little bit better. For some reason, he works better when he's drunk. Now, back in Druglia, I know all these guys, they would get drunk all the time and they were terrible at their job, but I guess this guy's like, maybe it's the vampire in him or something, you know? Because, like, you know, everything is opposite with vampires. Like, they don't like garlic, but everybody else really does. I don't know, but the cakes were really good, and I think he's becoming my friend.
Dude, that guy is like a drunken master. You seen those old kung fu movies where the guy gets drunk and just gets better at fighting? That's him. You guys never heard of kung fu? Oh. Well, it's cool.
You're my boy.
Good job. Good job.
And then he looks into your soul again and goes, I know.
I feel like we're having a bonding moment, you and I.
For reals.
We're not. So, that was Macron's turn. Next up is Messbot.
Okay, so
who he has already started for you by my notes. He already started the
fritters?
the gator fritters,
Yeah.
yes. And so he has those.
I guess it's already +3.
It's already a +3, yeah.
Yeah, so we're just waiting on the honey sauce for that.
So now, yeah, you're waiting on the honey sauce to be added to that.
Yeah. So while he's doing that, I'm gonna tell him, Messpot, I got this razor fan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use it in 2 different dishes.
All right.
Can you start preparing them? I went in 2 ways.
All right.
One to be ground beef, basically, like
Okay.
minced beef, and the other one we're gonna make a nice loin.
Okay, so these are both going to be gator.
Yes.
So you're doing more gator.
No. This is the razor fan.
Razor fan. All right. So he's
Excuse me.
prepping the razor fan for 2 different dishes. Okay. Sounds good. And so you just basically, you want him to do both of those preps on
Yeah,
his turn.
because he's awesome. He's a cutter.
Yeah, he's got
He's
it.
a dicer, right?
And that's definitely his skill set.
Yeah.
So he's like, aye, General, I can get that done, indeed.
Let's do it.
And so he, on his little Jetsons style little ball that he floats around on, he, all 6 of his arms pop out just like this, perfectly. He almost looks like Zenyatta. And then they all turn into like little blades, like all the little mixers and everything like that. They all turn into these blades. And so then he's perfectly like just ginsuing through the whole thing. Swift movements, cutting everything. It's launching everywhere. And it all perfectly aligns in the way that you wanted it. Awesome. So, Messbot's got it. Anything else, Captain? And by anything else, of course, I mean not anything else because that's the end of his turn.
Okay. Dude, Messbot is a freaking blender. I think he was right when he said his mom was a blender. Whew, all those knives whirring around, I did not want to be near that.
Whoa! That guy's got a bunch of arms? Nobody told me that this guy's got a bunch of arms. He had 2 when I first met him, all right? That's kind of my thing, Messbot. You're kind of stepping into Zorby territory. All right, you know what? Getting more and more frustrated with the show, but I gotta keep my cool. Dr. Slurlo told me that I gotta keep my cool. It's good. It's cool. It's cool that he's got all those arms, just like me. Maybe we'll be friends. I don't know. We'll see.
I really hope he doesn't watch the footage and sees that I threw the bottle at him. I don't think I want to be on that end of that.
All right, Thunnus.
Yo.
What would you like to accomplish on your goal? On your turn?
So, last time I prepped my crab. So I believe I have my crab mix ready for a crab cheesecake.
Indeed, I see a +1 sweet Nutri-Oreo crust is what I see.
Exactly, and I also prepped the crust. So now I'm just going to assemble and bake.
Okay, you want to assemble and bake.
And finish.
And so this is the, what's the,
This is a, what is it? It is a cool and, cool is the main aspect and then sweet as well.
Right, and so but you haven't done the main aspect yet.
I haven't done the main aspect.
Okay. And what is it that you're using with this dish? Is this using any of the secret ingredients or no?
It's using the crab.
The crab. Okay, so this is a sweet crab pie?
This is a crab cheesecake pie.
Crab cheesecake pie. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crab badger. I'm sorry. Crab badger.
Crab badger, of course.
Crab badger.
Crabadger. Crababble.
Just in my head, I'm just imagining. I'm like, that sounds awful. That sounds so bad.
No, it's like a crab rangoon, It's kind of crabby and cheesy.
That sounds so bad. Okay, so what would you like to go for this?
Should I go for 4?
Yeah,
or
I think you go for a 4, man.
It's like gambling.
Then I'll go for 4.
Going for 4.
Go for 4.
Aiming for 4.
Come on, Thunnus!
All right, here we go.
I should have been rooting for him.
Oh no, Ash! That was the worst thing you could possibly do.
All right, so those are all negative, and that's just neutral. So I'm sitting at a -2.
Sitting at a -2. So even
Even if you use the fate point
and the free invoke, you still can only get a +2.
what does it mean to the dish if he takes damage?
You can try again.
I can try again.
Exactly. So next turn, I just get to roll again, and the dish might be okay.
Okay, and then you could actually use a fate point to maybe lessen the effects of one of those damages.
Right. So I think that's what I'll go for. Next turn, doing that.
Then what happens here is while you're attempting to make this cheesecake, for some reason or another, you're whipping it together and everything like that. And you get so excited while you're doing it. Like you're just thinking, and you're kind of getting like lost because
I can see him doing this.
You're the fan favorite, and you've been so successful so far that you're kind of daydreaming. It's
going to your head.
Right? It's going to your head a little bit.
All right, not gonna lie. I was thinking about how weird it is that I'm a fish, and then this kind of thing happens to me like several times. I'm sorry, what was the question?
And so
at
you're
that
whipping
fishy
and you're
face.
whipping
It's
and
so
you're whipping, and what ends up
Thunnus.
happening is the dish sort of like falls out of your hand,
Thunnus.
but you're still whipping like this.
No!
Drop it on the ground, and then you smack yourself right in the face.
What's
Full
wrong
whisk.
with you?
And now you're startled. You're a little crushed, quite embarrassed, very red fish in the face.
Red fish.
And you have the perfect markings now of a whisk right across the front of your face for a little while.
I'm sorry, that's... Ow. Ow. I'm not... Hold on. Just go something else.
I shouldn't laugh because he's on my team, but he'll be okay, right?
So you are going to take a level 2 damage. You're going to be beaten.
Oh, you beat yourself up?
You beat
Ash?
yourself with your whisk. And you're also you gain a fate point for that, by the way.
I gained.
Remember that I wasn't doing this in the past. I keep forgetting. I'm supposed to give you fate points when bad things happen to you.
Oh.
Okay?
Do I get extra ones since so much has happened to me last time?
Yeah, I probably should give you some fate points. Yeah, you got this perfect whisk mark right on your face.
Looks good on you though, Thunnus.
And
Does it
you're
match
you're
my guild?
also you're also going to gain an aspect that we're going to call shame. And so this is an aspect with one free invoke that other people could use against you in the future. That ends turn 4. Moving back to the beginning, turn 5. Back to the Promethean Chef. The Promethean Chef has had his eyes on the screens, you know, admiring himself mostly. But every now and then they show other people on there, including Thunnus.
Does he get upset when that happens?
No, actually, the moment Thunnus smacks himself in the face, you just hear erupting from the other side.
What an idiot! I can't believe he would be so foolish as to whip but not be looking at what he's whipping. It's as if he's never been in battle before. What a fool! What a fool!
And he's laughing so hard that actually he seems to not be doing too much work. He seems a little bit distracted by how hilarious he's finding this. His robots continue to do work just fine, but the Promethean Chef seems a little bit distracted by how hilarious he found those antics. Zorbiborb, your turn.
I got a +5 Razor Fant Roast prepped right now. Say I wanted to add a spicy aspect to
Yes.
that, and say I want to aim for a +4 spicy aspect.
Yes.
Would that be a +5 +4 equals a 9?
Yes.
Fantastic. That's what I want to hear. Okay. Then that's exactly what I'm going to do.
You're gonna add a spicy.
I'm going to add a spicy
Okay.
to my Razor Fant Roast.
What is the spicy that you're adding to it?
The spicy.
Is this the Zardosian brown dust? Are we seeing the usage of the Zardosian brown dust?
I thought I used the Zardodian brown dust last turn.
Well, you talked about putting it as part of it.
Right.
Saying you could bring that.
No. Everybody knows Zardodian brown dust is savory.
Oh, okay. All right.
Everybody
Excuse
knows
me.
this.
Excuse me. I'm not from this planet.
This is an Alpha Centurion
Oh.
Flamadame pepper.
Excuse me?
It's a Flamadame.
A flamadame.
They call it so because it's constantly on fire.
Ah. So it takes a little bit of extra work to deal with. Okay.
Definitely.
This Flamadame pepper is like the tippy top of the spiciest peppers in the universe. One bite of this and it'll send you through the roof. It's so spicy, but it's so good. If you like spicy, then buckle up, buddy, because this one's gonna do it.
So in your hand.
Yes.
Excuse me. Tentacle.
Thank you.
You presently have a flaming pepper.
I do.
Okay.
I'm wearing a glove though.
Ah.
It just slides right on my
Okay.
tentacle, but
So
all the
Alpha
fingers are all.
Centaurian. And what are you making with this pepper?
I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna crush it. I'm gonna just make a paste out of it. Okay.
Oh, okay. Flamadame paste, of course.
Alpha Centurion Flamadame paste. Exactly. You know it. And we're just gonna add that to the Razor Fant. We're just gonna coat that with, let it soak in.
Okay, so it's almost like a rub.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right.
Okay.
Alpha Centaurian Flamadame rub.
Yes. So I'm gonna add a +4 spicy.
Flamadame rub. Rub in the tub. You're going for a what? A
+4 spicy aspect
All
to
right.
this one. All right. So here we go. Fingers, tentacles crossed, all of them. Okay, I got a -1, but things are looking up because I have a +2. That's a neutral, right?
So a net 1.
A net 1 +2 to my spicy.
Okay.
I aimed for a 4, didn't I?
You aimed for a 4.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to use one of those dang old fate points.
Yeah, let me double check that you can use fate points on a side aspect. Yes, you can.
Nice. Okay, good. So,
you're gonna
I'll
use
use
a fate
one of my fate points. I'll cross off one of these guys. Yeah, so there's my +4
Okay.
to my spicy aspect.
Okay. Next up, it is Chef Coco Ramsay.
So this honey sauce goes on the fritters.
The honey sauce is going with
It's
the fritters.
obviously sweet, and I think she has a high sweet for
Indeed.
it.
So, you know that the gator fritters currently have a +3.
Yep.
So that's the maximum that you can get on that. As I said with them before, you can take a +2 for free. You can aim for a higher score, and then you can roll for it using her stats if you would like to.
I would like to aim for a high roll.
Aim for higher. So a +3 is the maximum that you can get.
Is that
Because-
her? She's
No,
plus-
that's because that's the gator fritter. So
Okay.
a side aspect is always the maximum. Or I mean, it always the main
Okay,
aspect
so
sets. the
I
max.
want to get a 3 then.
Yeah,
if
you wanna
that's
get
the
3?
highest
Okay,
I can
yeah,
get.
go for it.
Come on.
Yeah,
2.
you definitely got it.
Okay.
All right, so you got the honey sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any special names for this honey sauce, or just honey sauce?
This is deep zenith honey.
Deep zenith.
Oh, it's a type of space bee
Space bee.
that make their hive in the asteroid belts of Zenith 4.
Oh, of where?
Zenith 4.
Zenith 4. Good one. Gotcha. So,
It's
Coco, you can see kind of she's like very excited and very chipper over in the corner. She's kind of like looking over at you and then like looks away and then. Hey, I did it! Look at it! It's so good! I'm so happy. Oh my
They're
goodness,
going to
you
be
have no idea.
so good dipped with these
I
gator
thought,
bites.
I thought, we'll go for honey, right? Because honey's great. But I thought, let's go for special honey. So I was like, have you ever heard of a little place called Zenith 4?
I haven't been there, no.
Deep space bees. They make the best honey. Cold fusion. I don't know if you know about that. It's cold in space.
Of course.
It's delicious.
I should know it's cold in space. I was there for a while.
I'm aware. And then she's already like turned away.
No idle chit chat.
Coco's very nice, but she
She starts wandering her focus. It's like, I'm still here.
What? So the honey sauce is finished.
Awesome.
That's good to go.
So Messbot has done all that stuff. I'm gonna get
Yeah,
some
you'll get the
pastry
dictate your turn in a
crust
second.
ready because I'm gonna make some empanadas
Oh, okay.
for another appetizer.
Okay.
So I got my flour and I'm making these empanada crusts that I want to put the minced razor fant in.
Okay.
I'm gonna actually get.
He's
the
already
crab.
prepared it, but you want him to cook it. Okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
I'll start getting the crab together. So the crab's
Okay.
obviously probably cooked.
Yeah, you're ready to go. You can make that dish if you
So
want.
I'm taking the crab and I'm gonna start like purifying, like not purifying, emulsifying it basically into a nice creamy consistency.
Okay. So you're making the crab badger bisque.
Yeah.
As you said.
So basically, and then because it's a bisque, I want it cold. So I'm gonna actually use my frost hands to cool it down rapidly. I think I can roll for a 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have a 3.
So I have +2 to cool.
And then you're +1. Okay,
Plus
you're including
1.
the +1. That's what I was curious about. Okay, cool. Go for it. All right, super cool crab bisque +5.
Yeah. So I'm getting all that stuff together, mixing in the milk and the peppercorn to give it like a little
Peppercornis?
bit. The peppercornis, just to give a little bit of spice to it, so that it's not just a cool texture or cool flavor.
Okay.
Has a little bit of like just a little bit of nice flavor.
A little pep.
A little pep.
Do you want to describe to people what it's like when you use your cool powers?
So basically, as I am emulsifying it, I have.
Remember, she has an extra arm coming out of one of her arms. It's coming out of the elbow.
So I got one on top of the actual blender. I have one right here, and then I have my third one right here. And as I'm doing that, I'm just like exuding like this like radiant like coolness, like this frost.
So you can
kind of see the blender start to like frost and
like chill a little bit on the
It has
outside?
like that nice little flakes or
Yeah.
like crystal flakes kind
Yeah,
of
yeah.
around it. But inside, as it's like still warm, it's cooling down to the point where it's like I don't want it to get like ice cream consistency, but it's definitely like still a little soupy.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So that was Wendy's turn.
Yep.
Completed the crab bisque. Macron.
Can we ask Micron what side aspect he thinks would go well?
Oh, well, hold on.
Take your time, buddy. You earned it.
Sour.
Maybe like a sour sauce.
Yeah, like a dipping sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a wine reduction sour sauce.
Like
There you
the
go.
sauce.
Like the sauce.
This man knows his sauce.
So did he do +4?
He did +4.
+4 Darlathian Alligator wine cakes.
If we asked him, what do you think he should shoot for on his?
I think a +3 would be reasonable.
Sure. A +3 on the sour sauce.
Plus, you wanted to go for a +3 sauce. So you're like, Macron. Go for gold, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Roll for it.
All right, Macron, we believe in you. I was wrong to doubt you. You're amazing.
I never doubted you, macaroni.
Okay, there's a -1.
I know Thunnus.
That's okay. So I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1. Got it.
Yes! That's my boy,
Right on the button.
Macron.
So Macron, still a little weary. It's amazing how quickly he's gotten drunk with how sober he was just moments ago. But while pouring the wine into his mouth, he also accidentally pours a bunch of it into a pan that he happens to be running over a burner, just kind of reflexively. It's just something that he sort of does all the time. You can't tell if he's meaning to do this or not. But he also kind of bumps into the table and a few little spices fall in here and there, and reduces it down to a nice little sauce to pour over the alligator wine cakes. He decides to pour it over rather than to put it on the side, but he makes a nice sour Thulgothian Locrinian wine.
That sounds very vampiric as well.
Well,
You got to pronounce it.
you might pronounce it Thulgothian. I pronounce it.
I think he goes last too, right?
Next up is Messbot.
Oh,
Messbot.
Forgot about him.
Messbot, I love you, buddy. You're really good at doing savory stuff, right?
Captain Scuba, what would you like me to do?
Oh, dude. I want you to take that razor fat loin that you made,
Indeed.
and I want you to perfectly cook this nice loin roast with this razor fat. Yeah.
I can do that. Absolutely, sir. So, Messbot, you would like him to make a razor fan. What do you want? A roast?
Loin roast, yes.
A roast. Razor fan roast. Oh, we're seeing a couple roasts here. And what number would you like to go for?
I don't know what his skills are, honestly. I know he does savory.
That savory is his best.
Okay.
So much like, I mean, everybody, you all asked
Okay.
me what your character's best ones were.
I
That's
wanna-
his best.
It's one of my main dishes, so I'm gonna go for high. I'm gonna go 5.
5 sounds good. Okay.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay, that's a 1. 4 is what? 0.
So you got a 1.
0. 0.
So you have a +5 razor fant loin roast made by Messbot. So yeah, much like the machine that he is, you ask him to do the task and he does it perfectly. It's almost as if he was programmed to do this. He's not though. He's not programmed.
What's he programmed to do?
To love.
Look, war's messy. Hence,
Wait, but he's like the cook in war. Is that right?
that's the twist. Everyone needs a chef.
That's true.
So
I'm sad that he's not programmed to love.
run on a 128-bit system. You only get one main goal: cook.
I bet deep down there somewhere in there is a little bit of love.
There's a reason his name's not Lovebot, but there is a Lovebot.
We don't talk about Lovebot.
Yeah, cost too much.
You couldn't afford it.
Now I want fan art of Lovebot.
Lovebot?
Who just is yelling at everybody walking by. You can't afford this. You can't afford this. Oh no, Lovebot just had a firmware upgrade. Just stuck in a loop. You can't afford it. All right, so that was Messbot's turn. Last up is Thunnus.
All right.
Go, my boy.
First, Rick.
Yes.
Or no, I'm sorry. Zorbaboard.
Thank you.
I was feeling a little out of sorts when I
Yes.
first tried to make this pipe.
I know. I was trying to get your attention.
Yeah, I spaced it because I believe our original plan was that only one of our dishes needed to have the main aspect be the actual ingredient.
That's absolutely true.
And so this pie, which is our dessert, should clearly be sweet instead of cool.
Absolutely.
Can I
It doesn't.
change
It doesn't
that
have to be cool.
now?
Sure. You got to get other ingredients for it and stuff.
See, okay, you
Because
knocked.
I already have an Oreo crust.
You do have an Oreo crust.
You knocked some. It's not an.
It's a neutrino Oreo.
Neutron Oreo.
Thank you.
Oreo.
Yeah, you see, maybe bashing yourself with that whisk actually knocks some
It
sense
knocks
into
some
you.
sense into me. So, instead of leaning so hard, I re-prepare, I regather my ingredients. I scrape together what I can remaining of my crab. I get that Oreo going, and I lean less heavily on the cool and more heavily on the sweet.
So you're saying you want to take that crab,
Yeah.
but you don't want that crab to taste cool. You want it to taste sweet. You
Yes.
want to sweeten it up. You want to add some sugar.
Yeah.
All right. So what that is masking the flavor.
Okay.
So let's go read about masking the flavor. But essentially what that is it has slightly different rules when you don't work with the flavor of something, but instead you're trying to put something over it. So what are you trying to add to it to make it not as cool, to make it sweeter?
A ton of sugar.
Ton of sugar. So what you're saying, much like compressed cobblestone blocks in Minecraft, you have taken a ton of sugar and compressed it down
A literal
in some
ton.
scientific way.
That's right.
Into a tiny little bit that you're going to sprinkle over it.
Every kitchen has a compactor these days.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
He
And
also
so I
gave it some
compacted
sugar
that
talk.
sugar.
He also peppered it with some sugar talk
Oh.
to make it feel sweeter.
Oh,
That little crab.
talk sweet to it.
So,
Give it a little bit
I
of
mean,
sugar foot.
he can talk to the crab. Actually, you know.
It's true.
yeah,
Sweet talk.
as well as some some shrimponian syrup.
Shrimponian syrup.
That's
Okay.
right.
So this is the main aspect now. Is
Is sweet.
so what is the actual dish then? So it's a shrimponian.
Shrimponian crab badger cheesecake. So it's still a pie.
Okay. But the shrimponian
Because everybody knows
now
that
is kind of
cheesecake is a
taking
pie.
over.
Calling it a
Okay.
cake is ridiculous.
Shrimponian crab badger cheesecake. You're sweet. So here's the deal: when you make something that's masking, it doesn't get the free invoke.
Okay.
And that's basically like the net negative that you take is like you cannot free invoke
Got
on
it.
that dish. So, shrimponian crab badger cheesecake. What would you like to roll for it?
So because I don't get the free invoke, I could still choose to use a fate point though. If I
Still
wanted
use a
to.
fate point.
Okay. I think I'm going to go for a 5.
Gonna aim for a 5, a +5 shrimponian crab badger cheesecake.
A 5?
Yeah. Because
No, I realized that.
yeah.
Okay. I'm trusting you, Thunnus.
Zorbaborg
All right.
is just chewing on the ends of his little tentacles.
I believe in you.
I need you to believe
I was
me.
gonna say, I have never heard a more dishonest statement in my life. Macron is like drunkenly like, I can read his mind. He's super worried.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
All right.
You're going to have to use that fate point.
I'm going to have to use the fate point. That cancels out. That's a net neutral. So I've got a
Okay.
+3 natural.
And you're adding the +2 with the fate point?
Yep.
Okay, you just got it.
Plus, I have the +1 on the crust still.
That's different. And that's
That's
in
at the end.
future.
In the future.
That's something we would not do in that order because you have to do the side aspects after. Right?
Right.
But we
You're basically
rules. We're
yeah.
still learning the rules here,
Yeah.
people.
Hope you guys enjoyed that episode of Uranium Chef. If you guys want to support Uranium Chef and more content like it, click the link right down below. That's to our Patreon, and you can add your name to the list of people who already support us, like these guys over here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later.